Hi, I'm Matt Chenard with Delta Waterfowl, here with a December migration update brought to you by Kent Cartridge. Well, in North Dakota, we've had kind of a mild fall, but we finally got that cold snap. Had cold temperatures over the last week, got a little bit of snow on the ground. The ducks and geese that were here are moving on. There are a few around still in some of the rivers and big lakes, but most of the stuff is moving, and that's great news for hunters further south. We've got some great updates from around the country, and we'll start off with our first update with Carrie in South Dakota.
Warm weather through most of November led to some really good waterfowling in South Dakota. We had good numbers of puddlers, and guys targeting them on water found success all season long. Mallards in dry fields were hit and miss, with the key being finding birds that were feeding before sunset. We've also experienced some exceptional snow goose hunting here in South Dakota this fall. With our seasons wrapping up this week for most of South Dakota, this cold front should move birds to our friends down south. Thanks, and good luck.
Hey everybody, migration report, Iowa, Nebraska. The reason I'm doing this inside is it is really windy today. Adam Smith and I went out and did a banquet in southern Nebraska, western Nebraska this weekend, and we drove back all day and night last night, and it was blowing 20, 30, up to 40, 50 mile an hour gusts from the northwest. So hoping to get a whole bunch of birds to move in the area. I'm hoping things are kind of slowed down, and we've got stale birds that have been around for a long time from the north central part of the region over to the Mississippi River, and then over to the western on the Missouri River. Hopefully we get some good birds in. Guys are still shooting geese, but ducks are kind of stale. Things have slowed down, so hopefully with this great northwest wind over the past 18, 19 hours straight, it moves some birds in for us. So get out there, hunt, and be safe.
Hey guys, quick update from Missouri. As you can see, we're out here on a marsh. Had a great day today. The weather's finally turned. We have a ton of ducks in Missouri right now. Probably peak numbers for the year. We're probably not going to get a ton more mallards. We're probably going to lose some odd ducks with the freeze over the next couple days. Past couple weeks, it's been warm, but guys have still been killing ducks. We got a lot of birds. Luckily, that weather's changed. They're moving even more during the day now. Really good weather out through the next week before another warm up. Hopefully we get some more cold weather after that. We'll see. But tons of birds out there in the marsh right now in Missouri. If you get a chance, get out in the field, have fun, be safe.
Hey guys, here with a mid-December migration report for Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. As you can tell, the weather is still quite warm for this time of year. Water conditions are still a factor. Moving over to the east to North Alabama, get some great reports up on the Tennessee River. Good mallard hunting over there, and some divers showing up. Reports out of the Mississippi Delta, the guys that are hunting timber situations are doing a little better than the guys in the fields. Mallards, gadwall, and a few teal picked up over there. Reports out of the Panhandle of Florida. Great wood duck hunting, some of the best in the last 3 to 4 years I'm hearing, and some divers showing up on some of the bays, redheads and bluebills. Thank you, and be safe out there, and anytime you can, introduce a young person to the sport.
Thanks, guys. Great updates. Sounds like the birds are on the move, and hopefully you have the opportunity to get out and find them in your area. We also have a couple updates from our coastal flyways. Let's start off with one from Jeff out west.
This month's report, we decided to pull off the side of the road and film it in beautiful Central Oregon. 3 things in this setting I wanted to point out. The beautiful day that we're having, it's about 9:30 Pacific time. On a Friday morning, there's a morning inversion that is all but burned off in this valley. And then there's a natural marsh in the bottom of this valley as well that normally holds great numbers of ducks and geese, but it is all but dry this year. These are conditions that we as hunters in the Pacific Flyway have been facing all season so far, and there just does not appear to be an end to it. Good reports of goose hunting in northern Washington. Great coastal hunting for sea ducks and divers, some puddle ducks as well. Along the Columbia River, the hunting continues to be good throughout the Columbia River. Of course, it's spotty, but the bluebills and divers are moving in nicely in parts of that. As we continue going south in the upper Sacramento Valley, I'm hearing from committee members out there that they're seeing more speckled bellies and snow geese than they historically do this time of year. So they're really enjoying harvesting some geese on refuges and state lands. Clubs are doing well in the Central Valley for ducks. Meanwhile, on public lands, hunters are really grinding it out, dealing with ducks that have been stagnant, which is just part of Slovember that continues to go on. Ducks are stagnant in the closed and rest areas, but they're still able to harvest a handful every weekend as these public lands are open to hunters. The secret this time of year continues to be getting your optics, getting behind your steering wheel, not your keyboard. Get behind your steering wheel and get out there and go scouting. Find those ducks and set up a spread that will entice them and help you to make those ever so important memories with your families and friends. All the best to you this holiday season.
There's really no way to sugarcoat the current conditions in the middle Atlantic flyway, including here in Pennsylvania. It's been much too warm, our birds are stale, and what birds we do have are spread way out on all the water that we have due to abundant rainfall in the summer and fall. But that said, we're in December now. That's when typically you start getting calendar birds that move regardless of the weather conditions. And I have seen influxes of Atlantic population Canada geese and black ducks here in central Pennsylvania. And I'm told that the upper reaches of New York State, as well as large swaths of Ontario, have started to freeze up. We need that weather to move on down, to lock up all the water that we have, to concentrate birds, to push birds, and to finish this season strong.
Thanks everyone for the great updates, and thank you for watching. We hope you have the opportunity to get out and hunt over the next month and during the holiday season. Take advantage of the ducks and geese when they're in your area. From Delta Waterfowl, we hope everyone has a great Christmas and holiday season, and we'll be back in January with another migration update.